Hello, hello. So, going to make some paper napkins, guys. I tried to keep it pretty simple. We may use the die cutting machine in a minute, but we're going to do two designs, just cutting strips of paper, using a punch, and, you know, having a bit of fun, just mixing and matching. And yeah, let's get to it. So hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Ruth from Artful Stampin with Ruth, and I like to make paper things. Often stamping, but sometimes it's pretty much just paper. I stick it together and see what happens. So let me just get my camera down to the I was going to say down to the floor. What? Huh? Down to the desk. Hi, Wendy. Waiting for my video to produce, and you pop up. Oh, there we go. I'll keep you happy. Keep you waiting. Keep you entertained. Hello, Miss Janine. Hello, Sally Jo. Hello, Valerie. Hi, Monica. Hi, Pam. Nice to see you. Hi, Janice. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sheila. Great to see you guys. Let's flip the camera. Hold on. Desk view. There we go. Right. All right. So I had a little bit of a play this afternoon. And I was going to show you just a quick trick. Something to do very, very simply to make very, very, very quick napkin rings. You just need some card, your trimmer, and something pretty to stick on, basically. So you need a piece of card that measures approximately, just it depends on how wide you want it, but mine are 4 centimeters or about 1.5 inches. Okay, that is it. And then the length, I've gone for, that's about 18 centimeters, about 7 inches or just over 17 inches. Okay, sorry, just over 18 start again. Just over 7 inches or 18 centimeters. Sorry. Right. Then what you do is you pop your piece of cardstock and you make it go over by about 1/2 inch or about 1.5 centimeters. And you make sure your blade is below your piece of paper or card, sorry, and you cut it to halfway of your napkin ring. All right, halfway. Then what you do is turn that round and do the same again. And all that's going to do is to create a very, very simple mechanism for us to be able to pop these two ends together. All right, so there we go. There's your ring. Then if you want to decorate it by sticking some extra paper, I've gone ahead and just cut this strip here, so you can, decide what you want to put on it. I suggest it's slightly easier to stick it on flat. Just find a glue that works. My son has been working on his GCSE art project and was like, I need glue. So I gave him, I think, all my working glues earlier tonight. So, you know what? I think I might just open a new one. Seeing as I had 6 arrive today, so I may as well use those. Hello, Lorraine. Have you checked your subs? Yes, I gave you a little bit of a shout out earlier today. I was looking at your channel and saw that you've got some fantastic ideas, and I might steal a couple just to have a go with to make some nice Christmas makes. So I didn't want to do that without giving you a bit of a shout out. So hopefully your subbies has gone up. All right, so there we go. So that's that stuck on. A little bit too much glue there, but it doesn't matter because we're actually going to stick something over the top of this now. Right, so that's that. Then if you have some kind of die or punch like this one, oh dear, need to hold on to that one for a bit longer, obviously. Needs about a few seconds. I love the way Esther's announced you, Lorraine. It's like Lorraine is here. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's get this done. So quick, easy mechanism, as I said. And then it allows for, if you cut out a panel, you can stick that on the top like so. So that was my plan for this. A little bit of glue. If you want to stick anything else on there, you can do. Just aim that for the middle. Let's have a look. There we go. These would be easy to knock out. I did say, yes, I did. I said, when I did a live earlier, Lorraine, and I said, oh, please, someone remind, when Lorraine comes on, let me know. So, yes. All right, so then I cut out this piece from the, now I think it's out of stock now in the UK, but if you manage to grab yourself a pack of this paper, this lovely holly paper, I fussy cut out one of these to stick on here. Then what I also did was cut out some gold leaves from it's the gold and rose gold paper that is in the current annual catalogue. Oh, sorry. So you haven't got to worry about it being out of stock or anything like that. It is in the annual catalogue. So I'm just moving some stuff so I can sit down. Hi Glenna. Hi Monica. Hi Shaz. Oh. Right. Now I wanted to show you a little trick with this. So I've got these lovely floral elements here, and I could stick that underneath like that, but I'm going to end up kind of losing a little bit of the gold leafage. So sometimes it's quite fun to cut into the flower itself, or the paper rather, and stick the gold leaves in so it looks like it's coming from behind the flower. So now I've got a piece of, this is a backing card on the back of this, so I don't mind if I cut through this. These scissors normally, if they're particularly if they're new or they've been sharpened, are sharp all the way to the tip, so they can kind of be used like a knife sometimes. Actually, funny enough, I was showing off my knife earlier this afternoon. Right, all right, let's go this end. Right, so I'm just going to cut a slit like that into where the flower is, and then get my gold leaf and poke that through there. All right, so that just looks more like it's coming from behind the flower, doesn't it? Just makes it look a little bit more full, and it doesn't waste so much of the gold leaf. So I'm happy with that. And then I'm thinking I could stick one here too, like that. Actually, I might just cut into that flower there. So always, whenever you do anything like this with a knife or with scissors, always cut towards you and put your hand behind where the scissors or the knife is. All right, no doing that. I know that was being a bit obvious, but just bear that in mind. So have that coming away like that. And we can stick this one into here. All right, so that way we get to see more of that leaf, because otherwise we're going to have it hidden behind there. So I quite like that. And then I've got this one. This one might be all right coming from there, but I could do that maybe. So we're kind of making this flower the focal point by doing it like that this way. Pop that in there. Pop that through. And it saves having to fussy cut the whole flower out, doesn't it? You know. Who else has just arrived? Hello, Nessa. Hi, Judy. Hi, Glenna. Thanks, Esther. All right. Always make sure you've got a piece of cardboard underneath your desk, before your desk. All right. No cutting into your posh oak desks or whatever you've got, mahogany or. See, I'm imagining you're all very, posh. Right. See, that's pretty. I should have brought a napkin in. Oh, I meant to get a napkin just to show off what this would look like. But anyway, there we go. Right, so got all my leaves in place. My nice leaves. So just going to make sure I put glue on those. And stick that on there, like so. Always lay it flat and rub it. Put your fingers in and rub it like that. Ah, there we go, Karen. There we go. All right, so that's one idea that I had. All right, so my second idea is a little bit more fun, a little bit more jolly, and hopefully you'll see it come together very easily. I've actually pre-stuck down, so this red strip is exactly the same size as this one, so about 7 inches long or 18 centimeters with the slit either side. Okay, see if you can guess what it's going to be. It's probably a little bit obvious to some of you. Then I've already pre-cut. Oh, I've just dropped my flipping black square. Never mind. Right, yeah, got it. Right, then I cut with the gold foil paper that same punch. See if you can see what it's going to be already. Stick that on. Just going to flip it over. Ugh. Glue's a bit wet. Make sure it's straight, because otherwise it's going to look like it's had a few sherries. Literally a belly band. Yes, you could use double-sided tape. You're quite right. Actually, I'm wondering whether to do that with this, because the wet glue's being a little bit of a pain. Yeah, Sheila's right. Use sticky strip or something. Don't use wet glue for that. I don't think this is Stampin' Up. This is just stuff I've got lying about. You know, waste not, want not. Use it up. Right. Now I've got to make sure I get that right in the middle. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? So cute. I love it. So simple. Now, if you had a white pen, you could actually even write the name of your guests on that panel there. I think if you could write small enough, or maybe write across like so. How cute is that? Santa's belt. There we go. Right, so then I've been thinking, I haven't started making this one yet, but I've been thinking, what if you're into butterflies? Oh, so I am on a bit of a purple and gold trip. So I'm thinking, what about a bit of purple? So again, 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches or thereabouts, whatever you find easiest. I find it easier to do 18 centimeters. and then I will show you how I do the cutting. So I move it to 1.5 centimeters, or about 1/2 inch, and I just cut to halfway, flip it around 1.5 and cut to halfway, and that is it. Now I wonder if I've got a pretty leftover bit of stamped one sheet wonder. I probably do have something purpley. Oh gosh, my scrap box nearly went flying then. I've got bits and pieces coming out all over the place. Oh look, I've got a pretty scrap there. There we go, that'll do. That'll do. Let's just cut that down. So we've got, you know what, let's do it so it's quite a fine, so I use up a lot of that floral. So then you don't need it to be as long as the whole length. So I cut this down to about 15 centimeters, or about 6 inches. So go back in my scrap drawer. And I tend to sort of give the card a bit of a curl, because I want it to curl around afterwards. So ooh, got a bit of glue on there. Oh, come on, move along. I'm going to do that again. Right, I'm just going to let that dry for a moment while I contemplate what's going to go on it. So I got the butterfly dies out because I'm thinking, wouldn't it be nice to have a great big butterfly sitting on that section there? So I want to find a butterfly that's going to be big enough. Ooh, what about the big one? Let's go for the big one. Hi Vicky, nice to see you. Or initials, what a great idea. Yes, initials. Yes, of course you don't have to use these just at Christmas time. You can use them for parties, Thanksgiving, birthday parties, weddings. Oh, sorry, just trying to find my... Just trying to find the right mats. Oh, that's a bit weird. Oh, I can't find the number 2 plate. My number 2 plate. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to figure out if I popped it down somewhere. I shouldn't have. Okay. What if I use... Oh, found it. I put it back in the wrong section. Right, there we go. Oh, that was a bit worrying. Right, so I want to use that butterfly there. So I'm just gonna tear a section that I know will fit. All right, so might just need to trim that section down, but that's kind of what I want it to look like. And then I'm thinking about maybe doing some nice bit of gold. I did have some gold. Where did I put it? Here it is. I was using this afternoon. Obviously, if you're going to have a dinner party, you need to make one for every guest. But I'm just giving you the ideas. You guys can run with it and play with it. So I'm just realised I've got some little bits stuck into this piece. I need popping out. What does the die or the butterfly measure, please? Oh, good question. I will measure it in a second, Judy. Just putting it through a few times because I don't want to have to do it again, but I may have to. Let me just check. No, I think we're all good. Oh, she says. Where did that come out? Going to use a little wee bit of a shim. Just to run that through and make it a little bit tighter. Hey, there we go. Although I don't see why I'm picking these out. Oh, maybe I should have made it go through another time. I don't know whether it is partly this gold paper. It's oh, I've torn it there. Didn't mean to do that. Oh no. There we go. It's got a slight plastic feel to it. I don't know if it's the film that they've used or what it is. It's rather interesting. I mean, it punches beautifully. I don't think I've ever actually cut a fine die like this out with it before, so this is an interesting experience. It's not reacting the same as ordinary cardstock. Just keeping it real, because, you know, if you use this product, you'll want to know. I feel like I even need to put it through again, but I don't do that because I probably would get it in the wrong place. So, okay, interesting. Or as Alice would say, curious and curious, yeah. Curious and curious, yeah. Oh, and I must apologise for you Andre Rieu fans out there. I was very kindly corrected. He's originally from the Netherlands. Yeah, I assumed he was from Vienna because he does a lot of things in Vienna. So there we go. And then what was the other thing someone said to me? Oh, there's a lamp in the Campology stamp set. So if you're into those little lamps, there's a little lamp stamp in there, which I sort of knew, but I don't know, something about the die just caught my attention over that one. Oh, sorry about this, guys. This is the most tedious thing to watch. You have to roll those papers back and forth 4 times. Yes, I did. And with a shim, but oh well. There we go. Lesson learnt. So if you're making a ton of these for your guests, You may want to use a slightly different weight cardstock rather than do what I've just done, because this would get very boring if you had to do this every time. I'm nearly there. Someone tell a joke, please. Anyone got any, you know, Santa jokes? Oh, the one thing I do miss about my kids not being young anymore is going to their little nativities and their concerts and hearing the songs. When Santa got stuck up the chimney, we all began to shout. And the kids singing out of tune as well. Something about children singing out of tune, so endearing. Because you know they're trying so hard. Love it. Right, so where are we? Made a mess. We've made a mess, but we'll get there. Let's clear a little space. There we go. Got a little space to work with now. So, still got my little strip here. Now, I knew this was going to be an issue. I need to place this over here and figure out the bit to cut off. So this is where my slit is, and I need to cut that so you don't see that section under there. So I'm going to cut down there, and then I'm going to cut. You know what, I'm just going to cut like that, because we've got to be careful not to get rid of too much of that mechanism. That's about right. Let's see if I can eyeball this. So I've got a tiny wee bit left there. Let's see if this will meet up. Come on. Play nice. There we go. Push that down a bit. Yay! There we go. That works. If you want to give it a little bit of a curl, you can do. Not going to put so much glue this time. Yeah. So I might have to re-edit my title. It's not so quick. Not so quick napkin rings, especially when you're doing a die cut. That's fussy, like this one. Just make sure that's on straight. No, that's not on straight, Ruth. Oh my word. Put a little bit more glue. Might be easier just to do it that way. Go down to it. Sorry, I'm having to scoop my head over the camera, which is a little bit tricky. There we go. Hi, Annie, from a snowy... Oh, ND. Oh, ND, hold on. North Dakota? Is that right? Have I got the right ND? Or is that Nevada? Oh, I don't know. You'll have to tell me, Annie. Sorry. Hello, Miss Anna. Right. Yes, these are extra special napkin rings. So special you might want to pack them away and use them the following year. Half the amount of time I've spent on them. North Dakota, there we go. Yay, I got it. Hi, Karen. Oh, bless you. Yes, how is Susan doing? Hi, Susan's ashtray. Oh, that's nice, Anna. Good. There we go. That's a pretty napkin ring. And you can sort of actually make it a little bit more 3D if you want to, because of the mechanism. It makes it kind of sit up a little bit more, which is actually very nice. Like so. All right, I can't think of any other. Oh yes, sorry, tell a lie. There was one other idea I had. Sorry, I was just about to say I can't think of any other ideas, but no, there was one. I was going to go for making a white flower to sit on a silvery background. So I was going to cut some of this. Ooh, I might even cut a couple of snowflakes to be the centre of my flower, and use the ladybug punch to make a nice white flower with. So this is a great way to use up your white cardstock scraps, because come on, we've all got them. I've got a whole drawer full. Just trying to find them all now. Right, let's have a look what we've got. So that's paper. These are slightly different weights. Yeah, go for that one. Go for that one. Right. Right, Ladybug, where are you? Here we are. So, what did I use before in there? So 1, 2, I think probably 5 petals is probably going to be enough, because it's quite a large petal if you use this. Oh, that'll do. So there we go, a nice bit of scrap used up. Still got plenty more. Oh, I've got a nice scrap to do my actual ring with. Let's cut that now. I do this one 5 centimeters instead, so that's about 2 inches. So let's do that. Again, I'm going to move it over 1.5 centimeters, or about 1/2 inch. Cut to halfway, swivel it around. Cut it to halfway, and then I just want, oh, sorry, one of those. Okay, so those are my little pieces that I need. Oh my goodness, I'm going to kill this trimmer if I'm not careful the way I'm treating it. Okay. So let's make my flower first. So I just need a scrap of card. Just to be my base, I'm just cutting a very rough circle. Doesn't really matter what colour it is, because it's going to get covered. So there we go. This is going to be my flower. Right, you can pull off the antenna. Sorry, don't, just pretend they're not ladybirds if you're feeling the pain. They're not ladybirds, they're petals. It's okay. All right, let's put the lid back on, because this is now going to turn into our very fancy paper moulding device. Right. Ta-da! Just like that. Piff, puff, puff. Come on, we need the Paul Daniels jokes now. Is it Piff, puff, puff? Oh no, it wasn't him who said that. Oh, who said Piff, puff, puff? Oh, it's a different one. A comedian, like a magician comedian. Come on, Esther, help me. What did Paul Daniels used to say? Tommy Cooper used to say, just like that. Just like that. Hello, Carolyn. Lovely to see you. Poor Nessa needs to lie down after I've massacred the ladybirds. Oh, Nessa, how are you liking the new catalogue? Oh, sorry to hear it, Anna. Lots of love, lovely. Come on here to get your crafty hugs. Alfonso. Oh. I have a tree that is like our life history. When travelling, I get things I can put on it and instead of a scrapbook, it's souvenirs. Oh, okay. What, as in a tree, like, in the house or outside? I don't quite understand, Annie. Okay, so I'm just sticking these on. I'm kind of hoping it's all going to work out in the end. I'm just trying to space it so I know that I have 5 on here. Now this last one is going to be the trickiest. Ooh, the trickiest one because I need to kind of lift it up. Anyway, this is number 4. And number 5 is the one that's going to kind of go scoop above and below the first one. Okay, does that make sense? Right, I'm just going to use my scissors just to put a bit of pressure. Make sure it all gets stuck down like that. Right, that's my flower. Right, I want to use my dies. I'm going to cut out some silvery, and I wanted to see if that would make a nice centre. I think it would. Right, let's have a think. Foil, maybe? Got some silver foil. Oh, yes. Here we go. Silver foil. Silver foil. Soon it will be Christmas time. Right. So, I'm going to cut one of these and one of these and one of these. Oh, you're talking about chocolate now. I'm missing out on the chocolate chit chat. What happened to Nessa? What have I... Oh, Nessa, no. You can buy a new car for that. Oh, I hope it's worth it. As in, I hope the car's worth it, you know, spending that amount on it. Oh, what a shock. That didn't cut so good. I'm going to cheat and use my precision plate from many years ago. which has decided to become attached to the magnetic plate from years ago. Oh gosh. Now, I need to remember, do I need to take that other plate off though if I do this? The machine will soon tell me, because I won't be able to get it through, will I? Oh no, it's going through. But it is nice and tight. There we go. That's better. Oh, got things falling around everywhere now. Right, let's try that. Oh, running out of spaces to put things. Right. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I think my plates are getting a little bit old. I need to replace them, really. Where's my brush gone? Usually have my brush nearby. There we go. A bit quicker and easier. Now, where did the other snowflake go? Oh, it's still in the thing. Okay, that's fine. Right, so I was thinking this would make a really pretty centre. And it does. But I want to stick that onto something before I stick it on. So, oh, just use all my stars from here. That'll do. I know otherwise it's going to get messy. So let's just spread some glue around and stick that over the top. And I think that glue should poke through. So I'm going to stick that like so and give that a really good push down so it goes through. The glue actually gets through that hole that's in that centre of that snowflake. Oh no, no, didn't like that. Right, come on, just a little bit. It's because I've got a stickier finger. Right, come on. And then I actually want to curl some of these up. Make them look like really pretty. Is it stamens? Yeah, stamens. There we go. They don't look like snowflakes anymore now. Oh, actually I might use a dimensional. Make them stick up a bit more. Right, I think a little bit of a wink would be nice on here. So these flowers could also be used for, someone was asking about making flowers to decorate your centerpieces with. Of course you could use these however way you want to use them. You know, this is a pretty kind of classy snowy flower. Right, let's just construct our napkin ring now. So just give it a little bit of a, you have to tell the paper what to do sometimes. Don't give yourself a paper cut doing this though. Right, I'll pop that in there. Okay. Now I have seen lots of people using toilet rolls and then like wrapping ribbon and stuff around it. That's kind of another option. Ooh, I quite like the idea of doing it that way around. So let's just snip off that section. Oh, brilliant, Anna. Yeah, I tell you what, framing stamped wreaths really does make a difference. I framed my mum's one the other day from last night, and it made such a huge difference. Because she was like, she stamped it, and then she was like, "Oh, you can have it." I was like, "What? No way! You have it. Stick it up at home." And then when I put the frame around it, I think she liked it better. So I'm hoping that she is going to have it at home. Right, so I wanted to stick that as a bit of a fancy background. And then to make it a little bit extra special, where is, oh yeah, there it is. I've got this lovely silver shimmery stuff. It's still in the catalogue. I haven't used it for a little while. I'm just going to cut it, and I'm going to tear a hole in the middle. Right, I'll put a bit of glue on the middle section. Pop that on. Then I'm going to pull that apart in the middle, so that when I stick my flower on, I can pull this apart and there we go. Right, I'm just going to stand here for about 20 seconds. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm just going to stand here for 20 seconds and hold this together. I took a scrap of evening. Oh, yes. Anna has now an evening evergreen wall. Yep. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, Carolee. Grandma Carolee. It looks like a bit of a heart in the middle, doesn't it, of that snowflake? Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it's like a heart shape. It's very cute. So Esther says it needs a gem in the middle. Where's my... Let's see if I can find one. Oh, I think one of the Diamante ones will do. Apart from the fact it wants to stick to my finger. There we go. Good enough to wear. You could wear that as a corsage. So I'm just going to tease out my foil stuff. There we go. There we go. First on my channel, napkin rings. Don't think I've done that before. So I'll just quickly recap what we did. I'm making such a mess here. You cannot see the mess. The mess that is to the side of me. All right, so the first one we did, so they're all made from simple piece of cardstock, about 4 centimetres wide, 18 centimetres long, so it's about 1 3/4 or 1.5 inches. It's, you know, you've got a bit of wiggle room on the sizing. I guess it depends how thick your napkins are. So it might be that you want them slightly wider. Then it's just a case of cutting a mechanism into the sides of them. So just cut a little slit either side. If you haven't seen that, just rewind. And yeah, then decorating them. So I found that this punch was really useful, this shaped one, because you've got a lot of room then to play with. So I've got that floral one on soft sea foam. Then you've got the Santa's belt. So this was Poppy Parade with basic black and then some of that lovely gold paper from the annual catalogue. Very simple. And then that square is 3 by 3 centimetres or 1 inch and 1/8. So 1 inch and 1/8 by 1 inch and 1/8. If you've got some of the old square punches, that might be an easier way to cut those out quicker. Then this butterfly, so I forgot to do the measurement on this one, measures, this is the big one, 8 centimetres across by about 6 centimetres high. And so I just used up some of my stamped one sheet wonder for that one, and then cut out a butterfly and then stuck that onto the mechanism, but then did cut into it so it didn't show through as it would have done if I hadn't cut it. And then this final one is a more sort of snowy, wintry one, bit of a silver background, and then the threads there. And then use the snowflake as my centerpiece. So the dies that I used for that one are the chic dies. Chic dies. So just those three, that one and the 2 snowflakes, which I will put away now before I lose them. And then the butterfly, the butterfly one is called Brilliant Wings, and you get a lot in there, a lot. And the punch, oh, I can't remember the name of this one. I will look it up. It's in the mini catalogue. Now, I do believe that that is actually carrying over. So this one will be available even when this winter mini finishes, which is quite good because it is a good one. Ooh, I've just picked up my catalogue and the pages are stuck together. Ooh, not quite sure why. Ooh, something's leaked on them. Oh, where's that punch? Oh, handmade tag. Sorry, it's called handmade tag, and it's 159690. That one. Oh, I was going to have a little play with the Scotty dog. Oh, never mind. I'll save that for another night. I'll do something else with the Scotty dog. Maybe we can do nameplate settings with that one. All right, so let me know which is your favourite. We've got 1, 2. Look at my blingy rings. 4. There we go. So we've got the poinsettia, which you could, do all sorts of things with that one. Santa, the butterfly, or the snowflakes. There we go. So what's going to grace your Christmas table? Going to have to think about homemade napkin rings. Yes. My posh napkins are navy blue damask to match my Royal Doulton Atlanta pattern china. Ooh. Well, the white then for you, Anna, I'm thinking. How wide is a poinsettia? is about 5 centimeters across, or was that 2 inches ish? Yeah, but the base of that, I punched out that handmade, you know, this one, the handmade tag punch, that's underneath it, but that was cut out of the patterned paper. Yeah, so there we go. Carolyn likes the butterfly. Jackie's favourite is that one. Thank you, Melanie Hybert. Welcome. Thank you. The Poinsettia one's popular. It's a bit more traditional, that one, I would say. But a great way to use up some of your DSP, your Christmassy DSP, if you're doing it for a Christmas table, you know. Yeah. I think that one's just a fun one. Maybe for if you've got children. My table has red, gold, green and white. Oh, perfect then. Yeah, that one would definitely go then. Right. Thank you, Carolee. She likes this one. Scotty dog for New... Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Yes, for Burns night. We could have the Scotty dogs. Yes. That's a great idea. I was thinking also it could go really well with that paper that I bought that's in the... It's the paper that's in the mini, isn't it? It's just... It was on sale. Yeah, this one here. Gingham Cottage. It's like a double pack though. It's like a double whammy pack. And there was some red in this. I thought of teaming up the Scotty dogs with that paper. Right, I need to go because I've got to tidy up. I've had stuff falling around me everywhere, so I need to make sure nothing of value has fallen in the bin. Oh, there we go. That's a good way to use up your one sheet wonders then, Anna. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. Thank you for popping in. Nice to see you. And there we go. Napkin rings with Ruth. Who'd have thought, eh? So if you'd like to purchase any of the products you've seen me use today, I do believe everything's in stock, apart from in Europe we can't, that paper has sold out, but I'm sure you can find something else. Hogmanay, that's it. Hogmanay, I know the Scots know how to do a hogmanay, don't they? Yeah. Oh, right, I'm not going to move. I'm not going to move a thing. Just going to say goodbye and say please remember to subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Please come back. You want to buy all of them? Oh, Nessa, I'm sure you could make them. Let me know if there's any of the products you haven't got, Ness.